B-Team, we're back. And we have a special guest here. The longtime Packers fan, good friend of ours, Mr. Drew Appleman. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up.
Thank you guys for having me.
There he is.
I'm thrilled to be here, talk some Packers with you guys.
I love it because we have not talked about the Packers at all. I know I've told you this, but even our followers, we have not had any Packers content whatsoever. So, I mean, we could talk Packers, we're going to talk the boys, we're going to talk Rodgers, and we're just going to ramble. I want to hear your thoughts about the NFC, where you guys are. Sleeper teams that are overrated, all that good stuff. Do you want to talk about the Stickball tournament? Because we do have some Valley heads that do watch it. So
we could get into it.
Let's do it. I want to hear your thoughts.
I could talk Stickball all day. And we may not have won, but those Horned Frogs are the most electric team in the league. And if we practice since April, we're coming for the league next year. I'm just saying.
Now, okay, so what are MFS is definitely one. Okay, so just background information here. Go ahead, Mo.
Let's just come in hot. Who's the most overrated team in the whole thing?
The most overrated team in the league, I'm going to have to go with MFS. They're 4-time champions. But listen here. The Horned Frogs had them on the ropes, and they show up off benders. They show up one batting practice a year. Listen, we could be an absolute dynasty. Anybody could be a dynasty if they're practicing since February in winter coats. You know what I mean? That's exactly what that is.
So they actually practice, I believe, a month ahead. I think they actually do.
I think that is even. I think it's like
months.
That's embarrassing, kind of.
No,
it's kind of embarrassing.
Listen, this is their Super Bowl. This is what they do, and they have what 4-time champions.
They just won their fourth.
I mean. Clearly, practices is paying off because they're clearly not overrated because they've won it 4 times. I'm just busting balls, but realistically, if the Horned Frogs, I'm being dead serious, if we were practicing since March or wherever the hell they're in their snow boots, we would have been
their skis.
We would have probably 10 run.
We practiced, I think, twice. I went to one of them. We literally just hit balls, maybe scrimmage a bit, and then that's it. But background information is an annual stickball tournament back in the Valley. There was a lot more teams this year. What, like
22 teams.
22 teams. And it's continuously growing. Who'd you guys play your first game? Do you remember?
We played the
Familia, right?
FHS Fancies.
Okay, so the Fancies. They're like
that was a layup.
So that's a layup.
Yeah.
It doesn't even sound tough at all.
They show up. I think they show up. They drink. They have a good time. That's what they do.
So
yeah.
So you'll have some teams like, okay, so this is what's been happening recently. You have your typical OG Fountain Hill teams like the Fancies. I don't know if the Maroons played or whatever. Familia. That's like all your Fountain Hill, like our age guys.
Yeah.
Peyton Bates, like DePaula, and then Richie, and then you have all of these random teams that just found out about it and are like, you know what, let's just go spend a Saturday and just play stickball with these random people. And they're all like baseball teams or just like young high school kids or just athletic as shit. Like Liberty's baseball team, they just started maybe like a year or two ago. And then we just played this team that we lost to. I was on the Gooseman. What was it? I think it was Northwestern baseball. And they have no idea how to play stickball, but they're just so athletically ready for any type of thing with a ball and a bat, and we lost. We almost came back.
You guys, it was a close game, right?
Dude, okay, you can't even lie. That was some BS, though. Okay, so when listen, it's a once-a-year thing. I get it. Like, some people take this shit seriously as hell. But, like, these guys, like, you got to pitch. You got to make sure it's in the zone. This dude was throwing high cheese like Randy Johnson, just bouncing, like, throwing free throws from the pitching mound, and they were just hitting our freaking nose every time. We're like, dude, like, just right here. Like, and they just wouldn't do it. So we were just forced to swing at some high pitches and just pop out. We were just like, you know what? Like, we were down like 5-0 in the first, like, 3 innings. We came back. It was 5-4. And then we had a couple miscues. We lost, but you know what? It's all good. We got hammered. It was great.
That's how you do it. It's almost a relief when you lose because now it's just all right, turn up time. Yeah, that's exactly what that is.
It's really not that bad because once you lose, it's like, all right, like we got the beers waiting, so we might as well get after it.
Yeah, the Horned Frogs are a mixture of people that got it together and just absolute shitbirds.
But
And
you think that softball has helped you though? Like, because I know you're in the league with like Luke and KJ Sticks. Like, you think that kind of translated over to stickball? I would say no, because it's way different. But also being like active in the baseball like sport.
I'll tell
I
you
guess.
how it helped. Honestly, I remember last year, like the year before, the next day from playing stickball, like this is how I know I'm getting like old. The next day from playing stickball, I could barely walk. Like it was crazy. It
Yeah.
was I played 2 stickball games and could barely walk. At
My
work.
my
I
right
was-
hamstring was so sore, and I'm like, dude, like this is not good. I played 1 game of stickball. I woke up and my right hamstring, I felt like Keenan Allen. I'm like, oh my god, like this is not good. Like we're getting old.
Yeah, it was insane. I could barely walk, so it helped. I didn't feel a thing the next day, but it must have helped somehow because I hit this absolute home run.
It did.
It probably would have went over left field if I was playing at the Iron Pigs. That's how far this ball went.
Dude, we gotta talk about your brother, man, because he was putting on a show in right field. He made a phenomenal catch into the fence.
Yes, he honestly, there was, I don't know who said it, but it was a funny statement. We're all like, I'm 27.
He's a young guy.
He just turned 17.
Damn.
And he, like everyone, like we got 28-year-olds or like the next lowest person on our team is like 25.
Yep.
Someone yells out, "You know they're ass because Luke's their best player."
Dude, he was frying, bro. I was
Yes,
shocked.
he
He was locked
is-
down in right field.
Dude, I didn't shut up out there. He's doing the same exact shit. He's coming in, calling people on. He's taking it too serious at this point. I almost had to be like, "Yo, dude, like
This is
nothing like
MFS,
really
dude."
that personal." I was like,
I got the feed.
I
got
was
the
like,
feed.
say some funny shit, but you're almost sounding like you want to like fight right now.
You wanna
Like,
play with
take,
MFS.
Like, take it easy right now. But yeah, and he's our only lefty. Like I love like when he's playing, like he's texting in our Horn Frogs group message like, "Oh, I'm dialed in. I'm gonna get hit 4 over the right field fence."
Pulled some Matty McD shit.
Dude,
Beast.
yes.
Yo, wait, who did he rob at shortstop? That was an insane
I don't know. That
play.
was it was an insane catch. He caught it like the crazy reflexes. Like
Unreal.
It was nasty. And I will have to give a shout out to honestly the best stickball player I've ever seen might be that Matt Unext.
Matt Unax went insane. Yes,
Dude,
he did.
I was like bummed out you couldn't walk anyone because we would have been intentionally walking this dude the whole time. It was just like my shit.
Automatic.
My shit would have went over Iron Pigs. His shit would have landed on the fucking moon. His home runs, like he was hitting bombs.
Yeah, that was that was insane to watch, especially from right field. Just like beer in hand, I'm like, holy shit! Like, what a shot!
But what a day just that stickball is. Like win or lose, it's just literally a great day.
It's a great day because Music Fest starts the Friday before, and like
100%.
everyone's excited because it's another like a Thanksgiving Eve. Like everybody's home, like everyone's hanging out. You go to Music Fest later that night, you just get absolutely hammered and just have a good ass time. Like there is no better day than stickball, no doubt.
No, 100%. And it's like, it sounds corny to even say that. Like, oh,
Yeah, you
stickball
do,
day is
seriously.
the best day of the year. But it's literally so fucking fun.
Yeah.
Like, you show up, play stickball, all your boys are there. Like, family's out watching it. I tell my mom not to come because she's going to be disappointed in me. Like, yeah, I'm ripping cigs, drinking beer, like, talking shit. But that's just what I do. But
That's the aesthetic of the game of Drew
it's
Appleman.
so fun. You show up, play stickball with all your boys, talk a little shit, win, lose, don't matter. You're going to music
'Cause-
fest.
and you're drinking after.
continuing the straight bender you're on for that weekend.
It's funny because like in our position, we started drinking. We played at like 9 a.m. I think. We started drinking at 10:15, 10:30 right away, and it's like you're tired because it's hot as balls out, and like it's either you want to take a nap, you want to keep drinking and just wait until fest to just keep boozing. It's like you don't know what to do. You see, I'm not a napper. I kept drinking. I stopped at like 6, and I'm like, all right, like let me hang out, and then I'm gonna bring it back to Music Fest, and we're gonna get hammered again, and then I had to take an Uber. I don't even know what happened.
Yeah, dude.
It was awesome.
I didn't drive to the Stickball because honestly, I'll let you in on something. I didn't sleep the night before. Not
There it
because
is.
I was like Christmas Eve like Stickball. No, I was bendering. And
There it is.
show up, continue drinking, get done with Stickball. No nap, no shower,
Nothing.
no nothing. I go back to Stick's house. I change into his Jeff Gordon shirt, hit Music Fest, and boom. That was my weekend.
I think. Well, when is it all right to actually wear your Stickball outfit to Music Fest at night? like how much dedication you got to show? Like, shouldn't MFS wear their Stickball uniforms to Music Fest since they won?
I will tell you this, 100%.
Yeah. Any winning team that's active at Music Fest should do that. 100%.
Yes, eye black on and all, everything.
I think if you don't wear it, you should be stripped of it.
Yeah, honestly,
Stripped of your title.
because if the Horned Frogs win and we're not there as a team in our uniforms,
What's the point?
just
With
talk,
the trophy.
go 100%.
With
And
the,
what
with
are we
the
doing?
board, everything.
Yeah, because I know it's like if we won, our team would be the most obnoxious people that you don't want to run into us at Music Fest.
No team would celebrate harder than the Horned Frogs. I mean, even after a loss, no one's celebrating as hard as the Horned Frogs. The Goosemen are up there. We like to celebrate hard, but like, man, you guys get after it. I love it.
It's almost concerning.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, this is your parade.
Yes.
That's your parade.
Yes.
Once Music Fest starts, if you win it.
That's the Horned Frog aesthetic, and that's what makes us a dangerous team. We're just absolutely electric people that have some demons, and we're ready to go out there. Just that's pretty much what it is. You're gonna hear from us, win or lose.
Yeah, I think next year maybe we got to get a little bit of a B team showing out there. Maybe just some recording like how we did with golf. Well, we can interview people, like interview other teams and stuff.
We should be the announcers for it next year.
Yeah, you guys could even commentate.
You
Exactly.
could probably get some good content from a couple of the teams. Like, I know Luke's buddies, like my little brother's buddies, that Liberty like baseball team. Like, they're just electric, obnoxious kids. Like they're over my house all the time, and it's just they're.
I would think they'd be nice as hell and would just take everything so seriously.
Dude, I have them like the last 2 years. I was like, oh Jesus.
Yeah, you see Liberty baseball team, you're like,
They're gonna be a
shit.
tough out. Like I was like, they're gonna be a tough out, but they lost to the Hillers. I was like almost like I was like, oh,
I had
dude,
faith in
if
the Hillers.
Yeah, the Hillers. Well, they're
The OGs.
They've won it. The OGs. Like but dude, I was like, I don't want to somehow because they lost first round like the year before, like 2-1 to the team that won it, like the Charlie Browners.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Yep.
and that was their first year, no practices. They thought they were just gonna waltz in. And
I couldn't believe that. I was shocked.
I know. And then, so I was like, all right, now they've gotten a couple practices in. They're taking it a little more serious. I was like, I don't want to leave. I don't want to see them. I was like, I don't want to see them.
Yeah, I was. Well, once I saw the team that we played, I was like, these kids don't know stickball. And then, dude looked like freaking R.A. Dickey on the mound. I'm like, oh my god, dude, there's no way. We're not ready for this. There's no shot.
I think game one, like the kid hit like 3 homers for, like he was like on his Matt Unang shit.
Yeah. Well, that's stickball in a nutshell, man. I had fun. I can't wait till next year, man. Well, they did have a league too. This is the last thing I'll say here, but they did it. I think they do have a league every year, every summer. I played in it, I think, like 3 years ago. We won it, but it's too much for commitment. I've
never
It was a
played it.
one-time
I've
thing.
never played in that.
That will get you really good though, because that year where I did play the league and then we played the classic, I was snapping. I think we hit semifinals, and I think we got spanked by MFS.
Dude, 3 years in a row we've lost. I just need to sniff the semis just once.
Yeah.
Like,
Once you get there, it's like 5 o'clock. You're like, or close to 5. You're like, all right, like I'm sweating my balls off. Like I need a beer.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so Stickball Classic, everyone. There we go. A nice little segment there. Now a reason why Drew is here is we need to hear a little bit about the Packers. I mean, we haven't talked about them much. The only thing we've really seen come out of camp, I mean, based off just some news and Twitter videos, is Jordan Love. So I'll turn it over to Mo because I know he's got questions. But I guess what I'll say first here is, besides all of that news and what you're seeing, like, what are your initial thoughts on him? And did you believe in him when you first drafted him? Like, what has Aaron Rodgers taught him? Like, what do you just think of Jordan Love in general?
When he was first drafted, I think a lot different than him now than when he was.
At least?
Dude, I hated it when he first drafted. I think my whole lifetime that was the most mad I've ever been at a pick. Like, I remember like storming out, like taking like I was pissed, and it was like kind of unfair to like. But like at the same time, like let's never draft a receiver. Let's after an MVP season from Rodgers, like let's go draft his backup. You know.
Well,
like,
that was the year where I think Herbert and Tua were also in that same draft class, right? I think it was the same year that he was drafted with Herbert, because there was a lot of speculation on that, like, oh, like who's gonna go first, Herbert or Jordan Love? So, did you even have a thought about those quarterbacks at all, or no?
Bro, I did not.
It was all receiver.
There was none of me that thought we were gonna go quarterback at all, and not only go quarterback, but trade up to go get quarterback. You know what I mean? So
they're allergic to drafting receivers.
So T. Higgins was the next wide receiver taken.
100%.
Followed by Michael Pittman Jr.
Mm-hmm. T. Higgins, I would have loved T. Higgins.
Chase Claypool. You had, let's see, who else?
Denzel Mims.
Come
on now.
Doesn't look like there's much.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the Devin Duvernay's another.
But still, like, you left a few guys on the board to go get a quarterback.
That's the one I talk.
Still might work out.
The name I talk about from that draft of them trading up and getting Love is Higgins.
Yeah.
He would have big target for Rodgers to just throw back shoulders to all day. Like, at that time, T. Higgins being your number 2 to Devontae would have just, probably put us there over the. Yeah. But
now, does that actually worry you at all that you don't have a vet wide receiver on the team?
Yeah, I mean,
it should. But I'm just looking at it because I said to Gassy before you guys got here, like, the Packers used to have like a top 5 youngest team throughout the 2000s, and that like most of those guys ended up with like they won Super Bowl. They made it there a couple times, and like this team could get there, but it's got to be worrying that none of them are like a big name. Like your biggest one's Christian.
Yeah, 100%. Honestly, what I will say, my biggest like, it's just the most excited I've been for a football season in a while, because you just don't know.
Yeah.
It's just the not knowing factor of we could honestly be dog shit. We could be dog shit. Or we could honestly really surprise some teams. We have a shitty schedule. We have a pretty shitty division. Like, there's no really powerhouse in that division. Vikings are decent. Lions are on the come up.
Lions are on the come up.
Lions are on the come up. Yeah. They are.
Lions are what I could see you guys being next year. Because you have a few. You think I saw you're going to start like 3 or 4 rookies week 1. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes,
that's probably going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, Watson and Dobbs they're sophomores, but they're our oldest. We're going to start that Jalen Reed from Penn State. Mm-hmm. He's going to be out there. We drafted two rookie tight ends, that Kraft and Musgrave, who's fast.
He's looking good.
Dude.
He's looking really good.
He's honestly the one I'm most excited for, that Musgrave, because he's fast tight end. Like, it's like.
You guys as a whole offense are going to be fast, I think.
Yes.
Like, you just have a fast team.
Here's why I think it's like I have a bet with a buddy, like Bears fan, like who's gonna have like a better record at the end of the year. $100 sticks. Yeah. $100 bet. We're doing a road trip week 1 to Chicago.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, we are going. It's the last year of Soldier Field. Oh, okay. So we're driving to Chicago, which whoever's letting us do this is me and him going on road trip
like going to Vegas,
to
bro.
Chicago. Me and him to watch a Bears-Packers game, it's just...
That's going to be fun as shit.
It's going to be fun as shit.
Yeah.
But what I will say is we don't... why we could potentially win, well, we're going to win ugly. That's what we're going to have to do.
I actually agree with that.
We're going to win ugly. Our defense, dude. So what makes a good offense starts with the offense. Why are the Eagles so fucking good, in my opinion? Their offensive line is nasty. They could just holes everywhere. We have a good offensive line.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And a good running back duo. Yeah. So it's like Jordan Love does not have to do too much. It's not like, you know what I mean? He don't turn the ball over.
I think what they did with Jordan Love, though, was super smart. I mean, because obviously you look at the Jets and we're freaking putting rookie quarterbacks in right away and just hoping for the best. Like, shit's just sticking on the wall. But, like, they let him sit for, maybe 3 years now?
Well,
like, behind Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he obviously has a grasp of the system. I mean, it's funny, too, because I feel like you really haven't had to deal with any of this nonsense that we've had to deal with. Like, you've had Favre.
Yeah.
You've had Rodgers.
Well,
like, it's just been a nice ride. Like,
well, Jets, you've had Favre. You've had Rodgers.
well, now we're going to see. But we had him on the back of, but you just had a fucking winners.
It's been a nice, it's been a nice ride, like, with the quarterbacks my whole life. Favre and Rodgers.
So something's different now, like, and you're excited for it though. You're ready for a young kind of like implode on the team.
Well, yes, I am. I'm pumped for it. Yeah. Like, we're gonna see, like, if we're ass, if we're good, we're just gonna find out. That's what I'm excited. What are we gonna like? Because I'm seeing so many mixed
stuff out.
Know how it Packers Twitter, like the beat writers. It's either like they only say the good shit, or they only say the bad shit.
Just
so it's like, you know what I mean? So I don't even know what to believe. I'm not even just, all I know is last year I was at the Packers Eagles when Love came in, and he looked good against the Eagles. But so that's all I pretty much have to go. Also, he did play against the Chiefs that 1 week, and he looked like dog shit. So
people forget that he didn't have any close family that close to him that night. I think if his parents were in the 100 level or in a box, he would have had more success. When you put them up against the back of the stadium in the top deck, it's tough to play. He was probably worried about them. It was a cold night.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I don't know. I'm lost. I'm lost of what to actually think of Jordan Love. But I will touch on something you said, that he did sit 3 years behind Aaron Rodgers. If you don't learn or pick up anything off that, then you were really never
the guy
meant to be
you were never
in the
that
NFL.
guy.
You know what I mean?
Like, how much time can you just spend behind someone like that, and then you just you get on the field and then nothing? But you know what though? This is what my next point was at. I feel like Matt LaFleur knows like kind of what to do with him, just because I feel like he drafted him as like another guy that's kind of, I wouldn't say just like Rodgers, but like his play style, like just a gunslinger. Like, he's just one of those guys. I mean, what do you think of LaFleur though? Like, do you think he can actually? I mean, listen, he did have Rodgers. I'm not saying it's all on Rodgers, but you think he can actually adapt to Jordan Love and make that offense like relevant and still on that high level?
I'm not gonna lie. I like LaFleur. I do. I like him as a coach. I think he runs a decent offense. I do, and he's got a good grasp for the game. Honestly, I think he runs a pretty decent offense. So, and yes, he had Rodgers. I get it. But his first 3 years in the league, he went 13-3, 13-3. Like, even it's with, not just on him.
For sure.
Yeah, but we'll see. This is going to be a big telling year. But I also got to remember, like, when it comes to Jordan Love, Aaron Rodgers, his first after sitting behind, he sat behind Favre 2 years. After his first season, he went 6-10. This is just going to be a learning curve. We're gonna see what he's got, and we're gonna try to develop him.
Now, what? Okay, so obviously with everything, like, obviously there's concern. What are some like major parts of either just the offense, the fucking staff, the defense, like the kicker, like what like what are some things that like you're looking at the team and you're like, oh god, like I don't know about this. Like, are there any concerns? Like, obviously there's concern, but like, what's like a major one to you?
The major concern is, first of all, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of things about our kicker, and I think we're going to have to be settling for some field goals this year. You know what I mean? Like, we're not going to have that Rodgers in the end. Dude, 100%. Like, dude, this Justin Tucker wins how many games for the Ravens? Like, you know, we got to be making kicks. Like, he got to be making kicks.
Like, you don't even think about it, and then just shit like that. It's like, oh my god. Like,
and I feel like we're running out of kickers. All the good kickers are getting old, and these kickers that are coming in, it's like the bare minimum that they're doing is 60%. I feel like.
Yeah,
70%.
it's.
The Cowboys have 2 kickers in right now, and they did a whole thing where they're doing a kickoff, and the one dude went 6 out of 10, the other one went 4 out of 10. It's like, so neither one is actually good. I don't want either of them.
Yeah, dude, I don't understand. Like, I feel like the young kicker. You're exactly right. The young kickers come in and they're like, dude, you remember who was the kicker that the team drafted really, really fucking high? And
not Blankenship.
And he was ass.
Are you?
Was he out of Florida State or something?
Florida State. It was oh my god.
And I don't even know if
Florida State. He went to like the Bucks or something.
Yes.
He got cut year 2.
Dude, yes.
He was terrible.
Yes. And he was drafted in
He was drafted like 25th. I remember it. So
Bro,
it was like 25th or 26th. They took him so early.
So early. And he's was cut the next year. Like, that makes Jordan Love look like a genius pick.
Roberto Aguayo.
Aguayo. Jordan, yes. Aguayo, yes.
When was he drafted?
In the second round.
Yeah, second round is crazy to draft a kicker, and not only crazy to draft a kicker, but then to cut him the next year.
You didn't even try on the kid.
Like,
that's a whiff.
That is crazy.
I mean, it did work out for them in the end.
Yeah.
They cut him to make room for Tom Brady, obviously.
Yeah.
That's true. Guys, you got any questions? You got anything you want to ask?
What's on your mind?
Well, I think we got to talk about Aaron Rodgers now. I mean, what do you think's going to happen here? I mean, we saw what happened with Favre. I don't think many people think it's going to be like a repeat of that with the Jets. Like, Rodgers is better than Favre was when he came over. But are you actually like as confident as everyone else is in the Jets right now? Like, they're getting so much hype in the media, but like, is Rodgers gonna put him over the edge?
He's definitely gonna make him a lot better. He's definitely gonna make him a lot better. I mean, we'll see. It's a good question because, dude, he's had a great line in front of him, like, for Green Bay for a long time. I don't know how good you would know better than me if how the Jets line is.
Yeah, they're maybe like a middle of the pack type of O line. They could be good, they could be shit. We don't know yet.
I mean, he's gonna get rid of it. I mean, they got Breece Hall. They got that Garrett Wilson is gonna just
he's gonna fry.
You think he's gonna be on the same level, like you think he can be?
What I will say is Rodgers attacks the number one receiver, the guy he trusts, and I'm hearing he's just slinging it to Garrett Wilson. Like, I'm gonna draft him so high in fantasy, and if I whiff, so be it. so be it. I'm watching Aaron Rodgers sling it to Garrett Wilson. That's but
so. As a Packers fan, like, do you think there was actually a little bit of a decline from Rodgers last year? Like, it was his worst season statistically. Was it just the team around him?
It was, dude. I don't even know where it went, like, wrong. But honestly, I think a big part of it was Rodgers might have been even like a little. He was fed up with a lot of shit going on. Receivers are not getting open. Like, I'm hearing, like, even this year in, like, training camp, that receivers are just, and our defense is letting the offense hear it, that they're ass. Like, they're like Jair and Rasul Douglas, the secondary is letting the receivers and quarterback know that they're not getting it done. Like, that's what the reports, then again, Who the hell knows?
Yep.
But I could easily see it.
I think
I could easily see it.
I think Rodgers was just like on that trajectory of just like being done with Green Bay.
That's
Like
100%
especially with like
what I
the
think it
GM was it Eberflus or whatever or no,
Gutekunst.
yeah, Gutekunst. Like yeah, right. Like I feel like they were just not on the same page. He knew it was kind of like I feel like once they drafted Jordan Love, it was like oh, like you really gonna do this right now? And I think after that too, once Devontae was shipped out and like he had a bunch of these receivers, he was like, you know what, like it's time. Like
Yeah.
hence the darkness retreat too. Like he was just over it.
100% getting rid of dude. And like
How'd you feel about that? How sick were you?
oh my god. Like I love Aaron Rodgers. The next person like Devontae, I was like this is the best receiver I've seen on the Packers. And I've seen some good receivers on the Packers, like Nelson, Greg Jennings, and like
Randall Cobb.
Randall Cobb,
Randy Cobb.
Alan Lazard. No, but Devontae, he was the best, like most skilled receiver I've seen. Like, and just seeing him walk and still put up the same numbers with Derek Carr in Oakland. Like, I mean, not the same amount of wins, but
Just that. You know what though? Like that chemistry was like no other. Like I
Yeah.
feel like you knew every time like Devontae could go against the best corner in the league. Like he was still putting up
bro, he's
numbers.
catching like 15 passes.
Yeah,
Like,
he's going crazy. Like
Yeah.
like that duo. Like I can't name another one. I mean, Gronk and Brady is one thing, but like when it comes to like a wide receiver quarterback duo that just consistently put up numbers, and he was just looking at him the whole time.
Yeah, it was
them too.
bro. It was wonderful to watch, and it's all gone. But yeah. Wait till the Jets get Devontae, and I fucking punch 3 holes in my wall.
Dude, you just gotta switch greens, bro. You switch greens, you're
That is something I will never do. But honestly, the Jets are
They're there.
they're gonna, I'm gonna see them wanting. I'm gonna be all of a sudden wanting the Jets to win a couple games, like, and I never gave a shit about the Jets before, so it's like, you know,
Nah, they're on the opposite side now.
yeah, oh yeah, but yeah, who the hell knows? Honestly, I keep saying it. Who the hell knows? Even if the Jets, who the hell knows what's gonna happen?
Dude, the expectations are super high.
Yeah, bro,
They're
and that's
embracing it. They're embracing
that.
it.
Honestly, has to, yeah.
Dude, for them, it's either like the playoffs are a mandate. Like none of this, like we're not putting mandates on nothing. Shut the hell up,
Yeah,
dude. If you don't make the
dude.
playoffs, it's over.
Yeah,
like
dude.
we're
This
not gonna
is-
get into it, but they need to make the
This
playoffs.
is the first year where I'm like, all right, if we don't make the playoffs, so we weren't supposed to. Like, you guys, like, no, you guys need to make the playoffs.
Now I wanna ask, like, okay, because all right, what are you looking at? Like maybe like a 500 like playoff team. Like do you see them competing for a playoff? Because we gotta remember the NFC is not like is it getting better? Yes, but is it strong? It's not as strong as the AFC. Not even
No,
close.
Not even close.
No.
Dude, that's such a good question because we could literally be anywhere from 5-12 to like. I think 5
10 and
and
7?
12 is our like that's I think our ceiling. 10 and 7.
Yeah.
Like 10 and 7 to 5 and 12, anywhere in between them, I feel like we could do it. But I see the 10 and 7 more likely than the 5 and 12 just because our division and schedule are weak and we have decent pieces outside of our wide receivers to win ugly if we have to.
I love the emphasis on win ugly.
Dude, win ugly.
Hey, it's a win, man. We'll take it.
I'll take a 13-6 win all year long.
Yeah.
Football.
If that's what's gonna
We
take,
got a
man.
good O-line, good D-line, win in the trenches. That's what we got to do.
I'm counting 7 wins on this schedule right now.
7
You're going
wins.
to beat the Bears.
You
You're
wanna go
going to win
through
at
it?
least one. Yeah,
Twice.
You want to go through it
We're
right
going to
now?
beat the Bears
Right.
twice.
All right. So week 1,
Send that to
week 1
Sticks.
and week 18, Bears win twice.
Yes.
Then you got the Falcons
Win.
Saints at home opener
Win.
win.
That's what's
4.
key is those home games.
Yep.
at Lambeau Field.
Yep. Detroit twice. You play them twice.
Split.
Split.
We're going to split that.
5.
Split that.
Vegas at Vegas.
Reunion.
I mean, I think that's a dub, dude. Like, I'm not, dude. You're gonna rattle. Like, their schedule is so weak. You're gonna rattle these teams off, and I might have them going 14-3.
Yeah. Now, hear me out here. Hear me out here. Week 6 is a bye week, and then you're playing Denver. Denver's not going to be as bad as they were last year, but that's after the bye week.
I think Denver's gonna bounce back this year. I think they're gonna be a lot better this year, especially with Sean Payton. I'll say L. I'll say L.
So that's our first loss. Second loss.
Hold on a minute.
Second loss.
They're going 5-0.
I'm 5-0.
All right.
Okay.
Minnesota.
Split. They're gonna split. We're gonna split. I think they're gonna split.
We're at 7
They're gonna
wins
split.
right now?
7
We're at
wins in
7
what?
wins?
9 weeks?
No, because we're including this one.
Oh,
too.
okay, I gotcha.
Home against Los Angeles.
The Rams.
If Stetson Bennett plays,
Dude, they could be sneaky, but I think that are a win.
that's a win. And then you got the Steelers away, and then the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm going to that Steelers game. So if
that's a win.
I'm going, it's probably a loss. No.
Literally.
Yeah, so home against the Chargers, but Chargers are going to be
In
a problem.
Pittsburgh, I think they're
score a
going
lot
to
of
lose to
points.
Pittsburgh, and I think that, dude, Pittsburgh's not that good either.
Yeah.
They're not. They're not that
They're
good
in a very
either.
Similar situation you guys.
Yes, I agree. They're not that good either. Fuck it, win.
All right.
I'm going, yeah, win. Chargers loss.
Yes, yeah. All right, so we're splitting Detroit. The Chiefs at home. Hey, cold weather,
Dude.
Cold weather.
Yeah,
Kansas
But I'm
City
pretty
too,
sure Mahomes is good in cold. No, is
dude,
he?
Kansas
good in
City's
anywhere.
isn't Kansas City cold?
That's what I
Kansas
mean.
City is
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was Kansas City.
Oh, at New York Giants, dub.
That's a dub.
That's a dub.
Fat dub.
And then Tampa Bay doesn't have a quarterback right now. I don't know if you guys saw their quarterback situation on
Oh
their
my.
depth chart. It says Baker Mayfield. Then there's a little thing between him and Kyle Trask that says or.
Oh, no
They
kidding.
don't. Yeah, they
Really?
don't. They don't know who's the starter yet. That's the only time that anyone's ever seen that.
I've seen is I'll log on to Twitter or X, whatever the hell it is now.
Yeah. It's just Baker throwing interceptions.
It's just both of them. It's both of them. Just airmailing. Just airmailing or open receivers. Just there's no defense being played.
I saw one that all right, you see where this wall is over here? Like the corner of it? Mm-hmm. I saw one where I swear to God Baker threw it that way.
Dude, it's it looks weird coming out of his hands. And it's I don't know.
See, but it has a good spiral on it. I'll say that.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
it's
it
not,
should.
You
You should.
tell,
A quarterback in the NFL should not be throwing ducks.
well, you guys have Sean Clifford. So,
Dude,
I mean,
that's just great insurance, dude. Say Jordan Love gets a high ankle sprain. Sean Clifford's a winner.
is he? Is he?
Somehow he kept winning that spot week in and week out, winning that spot.
It is really crazy,
Dude.
It is really crazy the amount of faith Franklin had in that guy.
Dude, crazy. Sean Clifford drafted him in the 5th round when we could have probably got him undrafted. Is wild. And that just tells me something is clicking with Sean Clifford.
Oh yeah.
But
Jeez.
it's,
Yeah.
big dub against the Bucks for sure.
I think you guys beat Carolina. It's in Carolina, but I think you guys win there.
Dude, I'm hearing good
It
things.
sounds really good there, but I feel like every
There's a
year.
lot of W's on this
No.
board.
Dude, this.
the way that dude, we just
Dude, did Rodgers leave? I feel like he's
the funny part is we're gonna have to go back through this and see what the official record is, but you guys might be the number 1 seed this
Dude,
year. You might win that.
I'm saying 10-7 is our ceiling.
We're
I just got done saying 10-7 is our ceiling. I have them at 13 wins through 15 weeks right now. This is why you can't go through week by week.
Oh man. Well, that was good. I think you guys finished at 14-4, or something, 14-3. But I mean, it's all right. The only games that you lost, I think. Oh, you split Minnesota, Detroit, Lost to. Do we say Carolina's a loss?
I'm gonna say Carolina's a loss.
Okay, Chargers and Kansas City.
And the Steelers, right?
I think
No,
I
he
think
said it's a
I think
dub.
I'd reach. I think
Yeah,
I'd change
he
that to a
checked
dub.
that. He checked that.
I didn't have that.
So 5.
Denver?
Oh wait. did
I
you say
said Denver loss.
No, so that's 6.
So that's 6 losses.
Yeah,
Okay,
6
so that's
losses.
what? 11 and
11 and
6?
6.
11 and 6.
Okay,
That's
we're not far
playoffs.
off.
That's
Alright.
playoffs. That might. Win
It's just
the
11
division.
wins sounded like a lot.
It
Yeah.
sounded-
The way we were
it felt
talking about
like
it,
every
it's-
game was a win.
Yeah. It sounded like I said every game was a win. Win.
But I do want to point out that if we look at the games to start the year going into the bye week, I'm pretty sure we're 5-0 going into the bye week.
Dude,
Because I'm just thinking like you probably meant split and you're gonna lose in Detroit, not at home.
yes.
Yeah, so 5-0 going into the bye week. The
Which-
hottest team in football going into the bye week.
Jordan Love, MVP talk.
That's what's gonna happen.
Dude, you're gonna
Him
see
and
it all
Christian,
over.
they're MVP talk to start the year. Best defense in the league.
Yeah. Oh my, dude, we have a good deal. I'm just
No, they
so
very well
excited
could
to
do.
see Rashawn Gary just come back too.
Yep.
And Jair Alexander. I can't get enough of Jair Alexander.
He's one of the better corners in the league. All right. Now, okay, scratching what we just did. Scratching what we just did. Do you really think they have a shot of like maybe winning the division? Is that like is it in like foresight, or do you think it's going to be the Vikings or the Bears or the Lions? Because right now I
I'm
believe
telling
it's the
you
Lions.
right now who it's not going to be, and it's not going to be the Bears.
It's not going to be Chicago. Okay, fair.
It's
fair.
not going to be Chicago.
Oh, let me ask you something real quick. What do you think about Justin Fields? Or do you believe the hype?
What do I think about Justin Fields? I think he's 5-20 as
There you
a
go.
starter.
There you go.
Bust.
Does he have the tangible?
Bust.
He does. He has intangibles. He does. I don't. But all I've had to hear this whole offseason from Sticks, this whole time, how good Justin Fields is. Oh, he's so good. We got DJ Moore now. Yeah, DJ Moore really got the Panthers a shit ton of wins. You know? It's like, what is making them go from 3 wins to competing for the division? That's what he's making it sound. The Bears are not competing for the division.
So they're
We're-
frauds. Even after all the moves they made, they're frauds.
Dude, what'd they get? They made
I know.
they
not
made
much,
DJ Moore and Big Bob Tanyan from us. That's gonna set them over the edge.
They did. I will say they did make some defensive moves.
Yes.
But on the offense, Bob Tanyan, who is just Bob Tanyan.
They
and then
love going to get the old
just some old veteran tight
the
ends
old
who just go
the
block
old
for
Packers tight end. They did it. Who else did they do it with?
Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy, yeah, they did it with Jimmy Graham. Yeah, it's just I don't see it from them. Don't see it from them. The Vikings, I don't know what to expect. I never know what to expect.
Yeah, they're all over.
It's almost like how many 1:00 games do they have? You know what I mean?
Like how many primetime games do they have on the schedule that are going to be losses?
It's like because they're 1:00 games. I do not want to see the Vikings at 1:00. They're always good at 1:00.
425.
4:25, America's Game of the Week. I would love to see them.
They have 8, maybe 9 or 10 1:00 games this year.
Okay, so you got to think Kirk Cousins.
7 primetime games.
Yeah,
Yeah, lots of prime time.
dude.
Wow.
Green Bay prime time.
I've seen the
Denver,
Vikings
Bears.
look like ass every primetime game, it seems like. I'll tell you, you remember that primetime game last year?
Against the Birds.
Yeah, well, yeah, against the Birds. They got washed by the
Week 2.
Birds.
Yep.
And then I don't know if I want to say the Packers-Vikings was a primetime game where the Packers came out and smacked them. Jair held Justin Jefferson to 1 catch for 15 yards.
There it is.
After saying it was a fluke week 1 that he went off.
There it
So
is.
it's like,
They're not that good.
because it was a 1:00 game that they played, it was week 1.
I'm counting 6 losses for them, by the way.
6 losses?
Yeah. Green Bay, they got Cincinnati, Denver, San Francisco, Kansas City, the Chargers, the Eagles week 2 in prime time.
Yeah, that's
Those are losses.
They're
Yeah.
doing that again. Damn, they got some tough primetime games.
yeah, those are tough games.
You guys might win the division with 6 losses.
Dude, if we actually get 6 losses, I see us winning the division.
And I guess my last one with the Lions. I'm all in on the Lions.
Dude,
Even though they are the Lions,
because you don't know
they're
really,
different.
you don't know what to expect. Each year, week in, week out with the Vikings. I feel like the Lions are just. I feel like they're just trending upwards. Although they did lose that. I think he's a leader. That Jamal Williams.
Oh yeah, you ever see the
Dude,
video of him
led the
crying?
league in tutties last year. It's a absolute team leader wherever he goes. Like that. Like I think the Packers it hurt losing him more than. I mean, I get it. We have AJ Dillon, Aaron Jones. So one had to go. It was him. But he
just reminded me.
he's a team leader. You saw him on that Hard Knocks. Like you think of every fucking loss, like, almost crying. Like,
Yeah.
dude, you need a guy like that. That could be like. And, like, I think they win based on a lot of, like, team chemistry, just straight, like, believing in each other. Like, they're, like, a team like that. That's what the coach really, like, embodies. You know what I mean? So, I'm not saying they just got that rookie running back, too, right?
Jameer Gibbs.
Yeah, so,
He looks good.
yeah, dude. So, how much are they really going to miss him? But, like,
Yeah, no, this Gibbs guy looks really good against.
They're good.
He's not playing against anyone really. But
didn't they lose a bunch of people to, like, gambling, though? For, like,
Yeah,
6,
yeah,
like, they
they
lost,
lost,
like,
like, four
Jameson
guys.
Williams, like.
them, the Colts.
I think
Someone else
Broncos
did.
player,
Broncos.
Titans player.
Like, I think
Titans.
Jameson Williams was, like, their biggest one, but, like,
Amon Ra.
he's good. He's good. I wish he was gambling.
Yeah, let me make an account for him.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
All right, no, I guess my last thing on the Packers here, I want to go back to the Packers. So there's always been this, well, obviously Aaron Jones is the guy. Do you think that they see A.J. Dillon, like, do you think Aaron Jones is going to be gone soon and A.J. Dillon's going to fill that role? Or they're just going to stick with the two-headed monster? Because listen, Dillon could play. He had a rough year last year, but
Yeah.
we've seen, like, a couple previous years before, and he was running like nonstop. Like no one could tackle him. He was like Eddie Lacy, but not fat. Like it was impressive. So do you think that Aaron Jones is like on the verge of maybe getting out of Green Bay?
I hope not. I think he had he wasn't. I remember like it seemed like last year I would be checking like stats after games and only seeing like Aaron Jones with like 13 touches, including like catches. And I get it, give it to Dillon on short yardage, but Aaron Jones is. It almost seems like he like moves sideways. He is like so like he moves like a crab, dude. like he's like so shifty. He's a great clubhouse guy. It seems like everyone loves him. Like I don't want to see him out of there at all. Like,
So they have no intention, you don't think? I mean, I feel like they've been like at least for like fantasy reasons. Like I feel like people have been like waiting, like, oh, Aaron Jones, he's gonna go soon. Like AJ Dillon's this next guy up. Like, do you believe that, or do you think he's gonna stay for a bit?
dude, as much as I like AJ Dillon, I love AJ Dillon. Like I would not want to tackle that dude. Like,
Oh, yeah.
dude, no,
Hell
like.
no.
Like, he could get you 4 yards a chunk, but I don't see him getting those,
The
like,
explosive plays.
no, which, like, Aaron Jones can get you in a flash. Like, so that's why I think their duo works good. I just think they need to split it up a little bit more. I kind of seemed like Aaron Jones got, like, not lost, but almost like a little
got his
bit
touch
kind of
taken
last
away,
year.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude, it's kind of wild because like I feel like watching Aaron Jones like during his like real prime, like he was really snapping. Like, dude, the O-line would just open up all these gaps for him and he would just go.
Yeah, dude.
Like
Like,
it was crazy
quick.
because like the defensive line was just not even anywhere close to the
Yeah.
line of scrimmage, and then Jones would just hit it. Like and he
Yeah.
was gone. Those sweeps, those screen passes. I mean, you get him out in the open field, he's a tough guy to catch.
Yeah,
like
dude.
no doubt.
Like it just and like almost like and after con it seems like he just bounces off. He's small too. Like just like and just keeps going, falls forward. Like there's not much to not like about Aaron Jones. Like I don't.
It's all fantasy stuff now.
Yeah.
Fantasy's taking over.
Oh, I mean, but last year I had him in the league and it wasn't like it was like he
Wasn't
would.
pretty, but it wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad, but like again, like there would be games where like Dylan would just get a lot of the carries, and I think it's like a lot has to do with like that was LaFleur's one of like LaFleur's draft like first picks. You know what I mean? That's like his like workhorse. But like but AJ Dillon's good. But like you got to get Aaron Jones to rock more this year for sure. Especially with no Rodgers, you're not going to be throwing the ball as much, or shouldn't be at least. So
the Packers are just
just wait until we start 5-0, right?
That bye week, you're not gonna run the ball once.
They're just such an interesting team because there's just so many new pieces. That's why I'm so why we haven't talked about them is probably because we've just been talking about the Jets and Cowboys too much. But they have so many new pieces. I mean, Dobbs, we haven't seen him break his ceiling yet. Christian Watson, we've seen what he can do.
Yeah.
I mean, Jordan Love is another guy. There's so many question marks on the team, but there's so much like hope as well. Like that's why they're so interesting.
That's like why I'm like so looking forward to it. Like, cause we don't know. I think like our oldest dude on like that catches the ball is I think it's Christian Watson. I think it's Christian Watson, which is insane. He's a second-year receiver. Like, but I'm excited to see what our tight ends do. That Musgraves, I'm excited for that.
Two of them, right?
Yes, like the back-to-back.
That's such a Packers move.
It's such a Packers move. Like, they're just like, they do some like weird shit in the draft.
I will say, I thought, because I remember we were watching it, I believe the Packers were right before us when we drafted, and Jackson Smith-Njigba was right there. I'm like,
yes.
I'm like, wait a minute, but they're the Packers. I don't know if they're going to draft him. I thought we were getting him
I don't know if you remember. I was there.
He was there with us.
Yeah. But that's another thing. Van Ness, that was our first pick. We'll see what he does.
He's a problem.
Guy looks like fucking like just chiseled, man.
I wanted him on Dallas.
Yeah, dude.
He looked real good.
Yeah. So
he looks like he belongs on the Packers.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
He just has Packers written all
got
over
that.
him.
Like, he's got like that that Clay Matthews, AJ Hawk
Yeah.
kind of look. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's exactly what he looks like. He just looks like a Packer.
Like there's no beating around the bush with that one.
We'll see.
That's all I got.
That's all I got.
Yes?
Good to go.
Anything? Drew, well, do you have anything for us now? You have any questions for us? You got to be wondering something.
Okay.
Football-wise, stickball-wise, podcast-wise, golf-wise.
No, honestly, I thank you, honestly, for having me on with this shit because I told you I was drunk when I seen you.
This was last minute, by the way. We were at Stickball. I was like, you got to get me on the pod. I'm like, Tuesday? He's like, yeah, let's do it. Here we are.
I was drunk when I seen you, and I was telling you guys, I was like, it's really cool that you guys fucking do this. Like, I talk about with Goose all the time. I was like, dude, we got to, like, we're funny fucking dudes. Let's get on a podcast. Let's start just saying random shit. I don't even know what the podcast got to be about. We never fucking do it.
You just ramble, dude.
Like, we never fucking do it. But the fact that you guys are doing it, like, it was just fucking shout out you guys. Thank you for having me on.
For sure. Just a couple idea guys, but if you and Goose had a pod and just everyone else, that would be classic comedy at its finest. Like, you'll never know what to expect, and you won't even title your podcast. You'll just be like, yo, here's our episode 2. Check it out.
Yeah, that's my point though. We never fucking do it. It hasn't gotten past like an idea. Like there's like been no like, you know what I mean?
Where are we on the chart of things we have to do? Idea.
Yeah. That's just
What should we call it? What do we want to do?
I always have I feel like having so you remember Devontae Cross?
Yes.
He played at Parkland. So we had him on. Well, he was on virtually, but it was his first podcast ever, telling his story, and it was such a cool story that he told us. And he was like, dude, this is sick that you guys do this. I've never done this before. It was so much fun. Having people on that have never podcasted before, been on a podcast. It's fun because you just ramble. It could be nervous at first because you don't know what the fuck to expect, but then you're like, dude, it's sick.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty much. I came on here just fucking talked. It was I was like, oh god, don't pick my nose. But
No,
yeah.
we ain't corporate, don't worry. But yeah, we just ramble, man. I mean, listen, sometimes it can be tough to kind of, especially in the off season, we just try to like figure shit out, like what to do. Like this golfing thing, like we just started doing that. We would talk baseball, like UFC, like it's all just kind of like rambling, like whatever's happening, like free agency news, trades, like one episode we hit every single sport. So that's all we got. That's all we know.
There's nothing better than just rambling about sports. You know, it's just like literally the best.
Dude, during football season is like the time though, because we got the Mortals coming out soon. We got the fantasy stuff. We'll actually talk like injuries, the games, like that. That's gonna be exciting. But it's all this extra stuff that we like want to keep doing. All the golf events and like going to a Dallas game. Like, dude, we got to get Nico to get there ready. We got to get him there.
We need this one kid. You know Nico Alejandro?
Yes.
Yeah, he's moving down there. We're just waiting for him to move. Like, it's more important to us that he moves there and gets away from us so that we can go to Dallas.
Yeah.
We could easily just fly down there now and do it. But,
Dude.
like, we want him to go so we don't have to pay more money.
Dude, fuck the fly down. Road trip it.
Road trip.
Road trip.
It'll be our Hard Knocks.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Speaking of, that's premiering tonight.
Yeah, true.
Oh,
True.
I forgot about that.
Hard Knocks tonight.
Dude, was
Jets.
Rodgers? I didn't even see. Was he feeling that?
It seemed like no one on the team was feeling it.
Really?
I don't think they wanted it.
The Jets did.
Yeah, they
I pretty
forced
much
us.
feel like they forced that. That's what I think they
This
did.
year, none of the teams volunteered for it, so they were just like, all right, Jets, you're up.
Yep, literally.
Yep. You got a lot going on now, so here it
Aaron
is.
Rodgers went into a dark room for Jets. You're on.
Jets. That's 100% what that was.
Dude,
Alaska.
I think he's embracing it, though. I think he loves it, low-key. I mean, he's had the cameras on for so long.
He can act mad all he wants. He fucking loves that.
Yeah.
He fucking loves attention.
Yeah,
And,
we're
dude,
all here for it, man.
Oh, dude.
It's like it's
I'll never have any bad things to say about Aaron Rodgers,
Wait,
dude.
I have one more question, actually. Do you think COVID toe was real?
Dude, I don't know what to believe with him ever. Ever. Dude,
He's just a mystery, man.
dude, he's just such a mystery,
mystery.
man. He's so fucking weird but cool. Like good dude, but so arrogant at the same time. Like, you don't like.
You just can't put a freaking finger
Yeah,
on it, dude.
like-
He's just all over in, like,
Yeah.
the best way possible.
Yeah, it's
He's
so
always
funny.
a step ahead.
Yo, yeah, dude.
Yeah, well, I mean...
We'll see you September 10th.
Yep.
That's right after week 5.
Yep.
5-0.
Bro, if you guys have me back on here after 5 weeks, I'm gonna go on a crazy rant. Like,
It can either be 5-0 or it could be, like, 1-4. And
Dude,
then we could be like,
Get Jordan Love out of this.
5-0, I couldn't have been more wrong.
We're going to the Super Bowl again, boys. Pack your
Dude,
bags.
it could be one of two things. Yeah.
Well, with that being said, that was awesome, Drew. Thanks for coming on, man. That
thanks
was
for having
fun.
me, guys. Yeah.
Well, listen, we'll have you on soon. If they go 1-4 before the bye week or 5-0, we're gonna hit you up.
Are you looking like a dumbass? Oh shit!
Well,
That's gonna be funny though.
there it is, guys. Drew Appleman on the pod. Packers B team. We're out.
Ugh.